God is evil.
Oh, you crazy.
I am.
You know what's sad? The sad fact is that a lot of Christians don't even know the God that they serve. You know, I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people, and many of them claiming to be Christians. And the one question that I always ask them is that, is God all good? And if so, is it in the Bible? Does it say that God is all good? And you know, their answer to me is always yes. Yes, he is all good because God does no evil. He can't be evil. Why would he be evil? Because if he was evil, that means that he wouldn't be perfect, and that wouldn't be a good God to serve, right? But when you open up the Bible and you actually read it, which I'm sure many of you probably haven't done, you know, you probably read John 3:16, which says, you know, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. And then after that, you just kind of close up the Bible and don't read anything else after that. But I will tell you, there is this side of the Bible that's called the Old Testament. And in the Old Testament, God did some, let's say, detestable things that many of us today would not approve of, you know, that being including murdering the whole world. I'm pretty sure all of you know about the flood, you know, where God flooded the whole world and literally killed the whole human race. So I'm going to read a little passage for you from the Holy Bible, as you can see there. Yep, it's just the Holy Bible. And if you don't know, this is the King James Version, which I know a lot of you probably don't like the King James Version, but you know, it is what it is. You know, you have multiple translations of the Bible. Some people like other translations. Some people like other translations, but you know, to me the King James Version is the most precise because it was, when it was translated by many different scholars who were very well versed in multiple different languages. You have multiple versions after that, you know, that came after King James, but you know, it's not that big deal. It's the English language. You know, I'm pretty sure the scholars today have gotten better translated versions of rather than the King James. So, but you know, it's not really a big deal. You know, the King James is the most revered version of the Bible. So, you know, we're just going to go with the King James for now. Anyway, so getting back on point. There's a verse and chapter in the book of Isaiah. If you will, take a minute to flip there. If not, just listen to me read it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 7. And it says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Let's read that again, shall we? God says, I form the light and create darkness. So he's letting us know that he creates light and creates darkness. Pretty simple, right? Then he goes on to say, I make peace and create evil. Ooh, that's a big word there. He says, I make peace and create evil. But wait, I thought that Satan was the inventor of evil. I thought that it was Satan who does evil and who created evil. But when you read the actual words on the page of the Bible, it says differently. But then look at this important part here. It actually goes on to explain further. Then God goes on to say, I, the Lord, do all these things. So God is literally saying he makes peace and create evil, and he does these things. So he literally does evil actions. He does these things, evil things. And I think that's probably going to change a lot of your perspectives about God, because, a lot of you think that God is all good. You think he's this lovey-dovey guy who's, just going to fill you with the Holy Ghost, and, you're going to just feel the love, and, you're just going to, start speaking in tongues and dancing and, get all excited and, get a little cuddly teddy bear. But this isn't who God is saying he is. For crying out loud, the man literally flooded the whole world. He killed people. That's what he did. And I don't think that Christians of today quite realize that God literally kills people. And no matter how you slice it, killing is not a good thing. It's an evil deed. And my question is to you, if you thought the God you served was all good, would you then serve an evil God? Make no mistake, I'm not saying that God is all evil. Clearly, God does do good things. God is kind, he is merciful, he is loving, he's all these things. But the picture that is X'd out in many churches today and in many Christian theologies, what's X'd out is the part that God is actually evil. Because when you talk to a lot of people, they have the perception that God is all good. They have this perception that he is all good, he won't do any evil, and he can't do evil because that's Satan's role. We have this yin and yang view of the Bible that you have good, which is God's side, and then you have evil, which is the devil's side or Satan's side. But actually, many of you actually don't even understand the concept of Satan, because Satan isn't necessarily the devil. But that's minor details. I'll touch on that in another video. And listen, guys, again, this is the King James Version of the Bible. I'm pretty sure that this is one of the most accurate translations of the Bible, although I'm pretty sure you can find a tad bit more accurate translations on the Bible. So if you find a more accurate translation, let me know in the comments section below, and let me know your thoughts on God being evil, because I know literally all of you believe that he is all good, but we're here to throw those lies down, and I'm here to make sure that you know the truth. And I guess I'll leave that right there for now. But what say you? Do you think that God is all good, or do you think he's all evil? Or do you think he's both good and evil? Go ahead and shed some crocodile tears for me in the comments below. I'll make sure to respond to all of your comments regarding this topic, so I can absolutely destroy you with facts and logic. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you really like the video, then consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps me pay my bills, and you'll keep me from getting evicted from my apartment. So thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Signing off for now. Bye.